You know, last night here on the late feed, I told you a story. Actually, Faith Abube told us a story about a police officer investigating a simple shoplifting case, ended up getting dragged by the car. Well, now tonight, another story. Police officers, seemingly simple task of serving a warrant. I know it can be dangerous, but this one got really dangerous, ended up with an officer-involved shooting. Faith Abube covering this for us again tonight. She's live. Faith, walk us through what happened here from going to serving a warrant to a deadly shooting.
And Vinny, I should mention, just within the last few minutes, investigators just wrapped up here on Township Drive here in Hiram and Paulding County. The GBI was here. Paulding County Sheriff's deputies were here. It's hard to see in the dark behind me, so let's take a look at video we shot for you when we first got here at the scene. Deputies here in Paulding County tell us they arrived here around 3:30 this afternoon to serve a search warrant for a male and a female. When they got there, they said there were several people in the house. Deputies say they searched the upstairs. They didn't see the person, the people they were looking for. So they went in the basement and found there were people barricaded behind a door. Deputies say the door was heavily fortified. It wasn't just locked. They say it took a long time and a lot of effort to finally break through that door. Take a listen as the mother and the grandmother of the deceased suspect this evening and Sergeant Ashley Henson with the Paulding County Sheriff's Office describe what happened next.
I heard him in the basement screaming, "Brandon, we know you're in there. We're fixing to bust the door down. We're getting the drug dog." I heard the dog. Next thing I know, I heard them bashing in the door. They kept bashing and bashing.
When deputies finally got into the room, they encountered a male and a female. When they got into the room with the male and the female complied, lay down on the ground as she was instructed to do. Deputies obviously requested them to show their hands, get on the ground. When they went in the room, the female did that, the male did not.
I hear Emily scream and crying, and I heard a pow.
He approached the deputies in an aggressive manner. In the basement, it was a very dark setting from what I understand, and just did not comply with their commands to stop and get on the ground. And at that point, one of our deputies fired one round, striking the individual.
They had no chance for to fight for his life he wanted. They killed him, cold-blooded murdered Brandon Lee Bohannon, and I will stand by it to my grave.
My grandson, I do admit, has had a lot of petty thefts, he's been in jail a lot of times, and they know him.
He's got God in him first and heart.
They took down a pest to them today.
Yeah, if they had a warrant for him, they ain't got a right to murder him.
Faith, this all started with trying to serve a warrant. What information do we have about that?
Well, deputies telling us tonight they had 3 warrants. They had one for the female, and they had 2 warrants in Paulding County and also from Gwinnett County for the male suspect. Let's take a look at his picture. His name is Brandon Bohannon. He's 35 years old. Deputies telling us the warrants were for a probation violation in both counties. They don't know exactly what the charges were that led to that probation, but they tell us at least one of those was a felony. So when they came in here, they say they didn't see a weapon, but they weren't sure if Brandon Bohannon had any weapons in his hands at the time. Right now, the GBI is investigating this crime.
All right, thanks so much.
We're not sure if it's a crime, but this officer-involved shooting, Vinny.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Faith. Appreciate it.